Hey guys, it's LukeMan97. Welcome back to another video. And today I'm actually playing a different game, as you can see what's on the screen. I'm playing MudRunner. So I don't know if I mentioned this in my previous BeamNG car hunt with Diesel. I know I mentioned I was getting Forza in that video, but I don't know if I mentioned this. So anyways, me and him both have this game called MudRunner now. And it's actually, I'm pretty sure it is the game that came before SnowRunner. I think it's kind of related to SnowRunner, made by the same people, but I think it's the game that came before SnowRunner. Correct me on that if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure it is the game that came before SnowRunner. So, let's go ahead and get started. So when you first open the game, like your first time, you'll see, I'm just going to show this to you, but you'll see, when you first open the game, you'll see this come up. Welcome to MudRunner. This tutorial will show you the basic game concepts. And it'll tell you how to move your camera around. And then it'll tell you to drive, release the parking brake, start the engine. Okay. Tells you to release the parking brake and drive along an asphalt road in this F-150. Oopsies. And when you get to the dirt, what it'll say is, you approach the muddy road and engage all-wheel drive and diff lock. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. And then now we can tackle this muddy road with ease. This truck actually isn't that bad at off-roading, to be fair. It kind of drives like a boat on paved roads. I've had the experience of it drives like a boat on paved roads, but yeah. But as you can see, we're approaching another truck. You can switch between trucks that you have unlocked, drive close to the truck. So this is called a B130 apparently, and this is how it is in the game. When you drive close to a truck that you find, it'll unlock it. So let's go ahead and drive into this circle here. It says it's unlocked. So basically, you have to go to advanced mode to change trucks. In advanced mode, you press V on the keyboard. Now I don't know what it is on a controller or a steering wheel, but you press V on a keyboard, and then you have the option to change truck, and you click on it. The cover, note the truck is only rear-wheel drive. Okay, as you can see, the cover just falls off when you find a new truck. Let's release the parking brake, and let's get going. So this truck's only rear-wheel drive. There is no differential lock or all-wheel drive. Basically, it's kind of going to be hard a little bit to get up this hill here. So when we get here, it'll say, each truck in MudRunner is equipped with a winch that you can attach to nearby trees or vehicles. Let's use it to pull ourselves up the hill. So you got to enter advanced mode, which again is V. You got to click one of the winch points, which I'm just going to click that, and then you got to click where you want the winch to attach, aka there. And then you need to start driving up the hill while holding F to pull on the winch. And like I said, I don't know what the control is on a keyboard, or on a controller or steering wheel, but you just hold F to do that. And then when you're done, you just click the X to disconnect the winch. Actually, I've gotten a little stuck. I need to back up a little bit. There we go. Okay, so we get to the top of the hill. It'll say, very good, release the winch and proceed along the road towards the buildings. Which I already released the winch because I actually played this tutorial, pretty sure it was like yesterday I got this game. But anyways, yeah, so we're going to arrive here at the garage. And it'll say, you've arrived at the garage, you can install add-ons, trailers, the truck can be be rescued and brought back to the garage if playing casual mode. Access the garage, blah, blah, blah. You must deliver 4 garage points. Someone has already delivered 3 points. Because this truck has 1 point, we can now unlock it. So we want to unload, and we'll get rid of that. And now we need to fit it with a log bed so we can go get logs. And as you can see, it says 70 liters refueled. So whenever you go to an unlocked garage that you own, it'll refuel your truck and repair whatever damage you've acquired. So it says to get log carriage. Yeah, there we go. Great, now drive to the log station. And down here you just have your basic stuff like diff lock, parking brake, winch, how much fuel you have, how much fuel you're using a minute, how much damage you have. So here's the log station, and let me mention that this world I'm in right now, this map, this isn't a normal map, actually. This is just a tutorial map, because in normal maps, everything isn't so close to each other. Like, literally, the garage is right beside the log place, which is right beside the sawmill, which that's not the way it is in the actual game. In the actual game, you gotta drive actually quite a ways to get to different stuff. So anyways, here you can load up your truck, different log types. This truck can only be loaded with short logs, so let's go ahead and do that. Got that good. Now let's proceed to the final destination, the lumber mill. Okay, so we want to back up. Which basically, when you discover a new truck like we did back there, what you can do is you can either recover the new one or recover the old one back to the garage. You don't have to drive them both back, which more on recovering back to the garage later. When we go into my world that I've been working on, I'll show you how to recover back to the garage. But anyways, as you can see, we're kind of heading up the hill here. Let's take a look around the front of the truck. That's an old truck. Looks like an old truck. Okay, well. Alright, here we are at the lumber mill. And like I said, this isn't a realistic world, because realistically it takes a long time to get to like different places. Like in my world, the lumber mill's on the totally opposite side of the map, so it's not like right beside places. Anyways, we're arriving here at the lumber mill. You'll say, perfect, now it's time to unload, so let's go unload. And there we go, you finished the tutorial. Said you didn't cover everything, but, you know, stuff like that. So as you can see, you can hear the beautiful music. But anyways, as you can see, we got a couple different things here. We got single player, which is what I'll show you in a second, where I have my world. Then we have challenges, which I'm pretty sure that's just, as you can see, pick up a trailer, then drive to the rig to a small town. Don't damage your vehicle. And so it's basically challenges. And as you can see, I have challenges down here that say DLC. And that's because I got the DLC option on this game. So, and also you can see, instead of just saying MudRunner here, it says MudRunner American Wilds. And that's because I got the American Wilds / DLC option on this game, which, so basically, let me explain. Right now on Steam and Epic Games, this game MudRunner is on sale for like, it's like 80% off. So basically, you can get it for $5 instead of getting it for like 20 or something. So anyways, I mean, you can get it for $4, the base game. But the American Wilds Edition, which has a couple versions of DLC, that version is literally only $1 more, so $5. So me and Diesel both got the American Wilds Edition. But anyways, and then there's the tutorial, which we just did. There's multiplayer, which me and Diesel will probably be looking into that in the future, so that we can play together and make videos on that. Then we got controls, where you can basically just bind your controls, but more on that later when we actually get into the game. And then we have settings, where you can just change brightness and different stuff that you want to change. And then there's exit, which is just exiting the game. So anyways, let's head into here. So if you wanted to start a new game, you could pick a map, which, as you can see, I have a lot of DLC maps for the reason that I just explained. And then you can choose your trucks, which, again, there's DLC. As you can see, the American Wilds Edition includes the DLC for American Wilds, obviously. Then it includes DLC for Old Timers, DLC The Ridge, and DLC The Valley. So it includes actually quite a bit of DLC packs. So once you pick your vehicles, you can manage mods, which I currently don't have any. Hopefully eventually I'll get some. And then there's Proving Ground, which if you go there, it's pretty much just a place, I think, where you can just do some off-roading and kind of like prove that you're ready to go to the actual game. So once we leave that, go back to single player. And as you can start a new game. You can switch to hardcore, which actually I haven't tried out hardcore yet. Which I think in hardcore, well, as you can see, in casual, you can recover and unlock garages. You can skip nighttime. You can damaging the truck doesn't change its parameters. Fuel consumption is lower in hardcore mode than in hardcore mode. Navigation route is visible in game. Some achievements are unavailable. So hardcore is just kind of a lot harder. So anyways, let's go ahead and head to our Grizzly Creek save. Let's just continue our game. So as you can see here in the place, give me a second. I'm going to change the truck real quick. So basically, as you can see, we're here at our shop, and in our shop, as you can see, we have a lot of trucks, because actually, like you saw in the tutorial, as you go around the map, you'll find trucks that aren't unlocked yet, and you'll be able to unlock them. So I started this map with this green off-roading type truck that I put a, let me move the camera, put a log bed in, and then I also added the little blue Chevy pickup over there just for a daily driver. But I've unlocked this Western Star semi that's kind of semi-off-road, and this Chevy, I can't remember, Chevy Bison and Freightliner that are not off-road. And then I have also unlocked a Ford F-150 pickup that you saw in the tutorial. But anyways, yeah, as far as that goes, so let me go ahead and switch to pickup truck, which actually, guys, in the casual mode, let me show you what I mean. So, actually, there is a map option. So if you press function 1 key, it'll show you the map. And this is a lifesaver, because I'd be lost on this place if it wasn't for the map. So as you can see, you got this area. I can't really show you much more, because the map won't move over there. But as you can see, there's something up here called a block post, and that's basically just a bridge that has a gate at the end, and it says it's open right now. So basically, trucks without logs can go through the block post, like empty trucks basically without logs. But if you have logs loaded on you, you cannot go through the block post. It'll say block post is closed, and that's because there's actually 2 of them that I know of. There's another block post over there somewhere, but basically, I think that's just to, like, keep heavy trucks off the roads. Kind of like real life, you know, where you don't want heavy trucks on the roads. So basically, it's kind of a pain, though, for me, because I got to drive all the way around this way, all the way around on the other side of the map. Well, first, I got to drive over here to the log station that you can see there, and then I got to drive all the way around the map to get to the sawmill that's on the other side of this block post. So, yeah, that's kind of annoying, but, yeah, and then there's also, like, or you can scavenge places for logs, I think. And then there's like unexplored areas, like over here the black is unexplored. And as you can see, I kind of explored a little bit of it over here when I was trying to find a route around the block post. And then I've also explored this entire road here, because that's the road that goes all the way over to the sawmills. And then, so it's kind of like a logging game / off-roading game, but yeah, so, and another thing that's cool about the map is you can switch vehicles. So, you actually don't have to be close to a vehicle to switch. So, as you can see, I have this skid steer thing that's over here at the log station. So, I can just double click on that, and it just switches me to it. So, that's really cool. And then I can just go back to the map, and I can double click on my Western Star, and I'm back to it. So, that's one nice thing. And then also, another thing you can do is let me get my pickup here. You can recover your car back to the garage, which that was what I was talking about earlier. So let me show you what I mean here. So let me drive off a little ways away from the garage. And yes, damage is a thing in this game. Now, it doesn't really show as good crash physics as in BeamNG, obviously. Now, I'll say one thing for this game. The real-world graphics, like the world graphics, look a lot more realistic than BeamNG. But, yeah. So anyways, let's damage the truck a little bit, like run into these rocks. As you can see, it says 201 damage, engine stalled, or something like that. So we can restart the engine, actually, because we didn't damage it beyond its potential or whatever. We may or may not have flipped it over. But anyways, as you can see, not as great crash physics as BeamNG, but you can see a little bit of crash physics, and it's kind of damaged. So you can use, like, I have a repair kit on board and a spare tire, so you can go into advanced mode, use the spare wheel to repair, and you can use your repair supplies to repair as well, which now my truck's fully repaired, although it's flipped over, so I can't exactly fix it. So now's a great time to show you how to recover to the garage. You just press the F1 key, obviously, and then you just click on Recover to Garage and click Yes. And as you can see, it completely repairs your truck. It refuels any fuel you've lost, and it gives you back your repair points from, like, the spare tire and the repair kit and stuff. Anyways, let me park this back real quick. So, one thing I do need to warn you about is with this game, if you have a steering wheel like I do, which thankfully it does let you use steering wheels, so I can use my nice steering wheel from BeamNG. But basically, what you need to do is you need to go to controls here, and you need to bind the things to your steering wheel. Because the keyboard controls will already be bound when you first get this game, but the steering wheel controls, at least for me, were not bound. So you're going to have to go through here and bind your steering wheel keys to be the keys you want it to be. And then over here, I'm not sure about a controller. You guys will have to look that up for yourself because I don't own a controller personally because I don't have need for one with a steering wheel and a keyboard. So, yeah, you'll have to look up about a controller. It looks like to me on this picture that possibly the controller is already bound, but I couldn't tell you, like I said, because I don't have one. So, yeah, so you'll have to look that up for yourselves. But, yeah, and then there's a compass up here, and this is what the inside cam looks like, which the gauges pretty much look similar for all the trucks. Let me show you what this kind of looks like. So let's go change truck. Let's just get in a semi. Why is the engine still running? Anyways, if you go on the inside, as you can see, the steering wheel looks kind of different, but the gauges look all the same, which that's not... It's kind of, honestly, it's a little bit boring, whereas BeamNG, they all look different. But, you know, it's pretty nice. And then we have the compass up in the left corner. And also, it's kind of nice on if you have a steering wheel like me, you can use your Xbox buttons of A, B, X, Y to do different things. Like, I have Y to switch to cockpit camera. And then A, I think, is like trailer camera or something if I had one. And then X is like front camera or something, like X is switch cameras. I don't know. And then the little, I don't know what you're going to call it. Let me show you kind of a demonstration. So if you go to controls, controller, this thing right here. I don't know what you call this, but it's kind of like a little cross thing. But basically, my steering wheel has it too, since it's kind of it's a Xbox controller kind of steering wheel. So I can move that little thing around. Give me a second. I can move that little thing around as well for the camera. And then I have other buttons too that I programmed to do different things. But yeah, honestly guys, that's pretty much it for MudRunner. Let's get back to the main menu. But I can't think of anything else. If you guys see I missed something, like there's a veteran MudRunner player that's watching, because I know I just got this game, so I'm not exactly an expert on things. But I'm pretty sure that's just about it. Like, for $5, this game is actually really fun. So I would definitely recommend getting it. So yeah, I'll have a link down below in the description. Actually, 2 links. I'll have one link to where you can get it on Steam, and another where you can get it on Epic Games. It doesn't really matter where you get it as far as those 2 websites, because they're both the same price basically on both of them with the sale. But I would recommend you gotta hurry and get it before, I think, June 16, at least on Epic Games, because after that the sale ends and I think it goes back to its original price. So I'd recommend getting that real quick. And then, yeah, hopefully me and Diesel will be able to do some multiplayer videos with this in the future. And I'll definitely be doing some single-player gameplay videos. But I thought I'd just do a tutorial to kick things off with this game. And so yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. Also, I did get Forza Horizon 5 the same day I got this. So once I get that downloaded, I'll try to test out the game and see if my graphics card can handle it. But I'm not sure if it will be able to handle it. So if my graphics card ends up not being able to handle it, I'll have to buy a new graphics card, which that'll take a while for it to get here and me to install it. So the videos will kind of be delayed if I have to get a new graphics card. But I'll let you know if I have to do that in my next video. So anyway, guys, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, turn on notifications, and like this video. And like I said, go check out MudRunner in the description below. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.